Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do some selectorial picks for the week. Don't take any of these picks that I'm about to give out, don't take them to Vegas. But we'll give Big 12 and national picks throughout the world of college football. We'll start as we always do. In my opinion, one of the top conferences. And as far as you can tell, I'm OU'd out. So you know who the Big 12 is going to be for me. The Big 12 is going to be that grinding league. Find out the winners and losers next. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Harry James Taylor. These are the winners and the losers, in my opinion. Don't take any of these picks in the next couple of 2 or 3 minutes. Don't take them to Vegas. Not guaranteeing anything. But at 11 a.m. to start the day off with some eggs and bacon. And then you can finish it off with Oklahoma and Tulsa in Norman. Fox Sports 1. I'm going to take Oklahoma. The 2 o'clock game on Fox Sports Net will be Louisiana Tech and Kansas State in Manhattan on Fox Sports Net. I'm going to go with La Tech here. Fox Sports 1. So right after the Oklahoma-Tulsa game, you can watch University of Texas San Antonio at Oklahoma State at 2:30 on Fox Sports 1. I'm going to go with OK State. The 6 o'clock game, Texas Tech at Arkansas on the ESPN 2. I'm going to go with Arkansas. And finally, 6:30 p.m., Fox National, you will see Cal Berkeley at Texas on Fox. I'm going to go with Berkeley. SMU at TCU on Fox Sports Net. At 7 o'clock, I'm going to go with TCU. And Tulane at Iowa State at Toledo on ESPN News, also at 7. I'm going to go with Tulane on the news. The rest of the slate is national. So we'll start on Thursday night, where Clemson will be at Louisville on ESPN. I'm going to go with Clemson. Friday, Florida State at Boston College at 7 p.m. I'm going to go with Florida State. Idaho State and Boise State at 8 p.m. on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to go with Boise. And the Pac-12 Network at 9 o'clock will have New Mexico State at Arizona State. I'm going to go with Arizona State. The normal slate of Saturday games starts at 11 a.m. as always. And ESPN3 will have Savannah State at Akron. I'm going to go with Akron on ESPN3.com. The Big Ten Network will have South Florida at Maryland. I'm going to go with Maryland. ABC will have Air Force at Michigan State. I'm going to go with Michigan State. Kent State at Minnesota will be on the Big Ten Network. I'm going with Minnesota. Nevada at Texas A&M on the SEC Network. I'm going to go with A&M. Illinois at North Carolina on ESPN2. I'm going to go with North Carolina. UConn, University of Connecticut, will be at Missouri on ESPN. I'm going to go with Missouri. And Wake Forest and Army will be on CBS Network, Sports Network. I'm going to go with Wake Forest. 2 11:30 a.m. games. Central Michigan at Syracuse on ESPN3. And Northwestern at Duke on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with the 2 ACC teams, Syracuse and Duke on those 2 ball games. The noon game, Pac-12 Network gets back and rocking and rolling with Georgia State and Oregon on the Pac-12 Network at noon. I'm going to go with Oregon. And ESPN3.com will have Southeast Louisiana at Ohio. And I'm going to go with Ohio on ESPN3. The 2 o'clock games. Temple at UMass on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Temple. Ball State at Eastern Michigan. I'm going to go with Eastern Michigan. And Memphis at Bowling Green on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Bowling Green. The 2:30 slate, the medium slates. A lot of these, including Troy at Wisconsin, the Badgers on the Big Ten Network. I'm going to go with Wisconsin. Northern Illinois at Ohio State on ABC or ESPN2. I'm going to go with Ohio State. Cincinnati at Miami of Ohio on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Miami, Ohio. East Carolina at Navy on CBS Network. I'm going to go with East Carolina. William and Mary on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with William and Mary in Virginia. I'm going to go with Virginia. Virginia Tech and Purdue at Purdue on ESPNU. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech. NBC will have another Notre Dame game. This one, Georgia Tech will be at Notre Dame. I'm going to go with Tech. The Mirror on ESPN2 ABC is Nebraska at Miami of Florida. I'm going to go with Miami of Florida. In the CBS game of the week for the SEC, Auburn at LSU. I'm going with LSU. The 3 p.m. games on the SEC Network, Northwestern State will be at Mississippi State on the CBS SEC Network. I'm going to go with Mississippi State. The mirror version of the SEC Network, you'll have Austin Peay at Vandy on SEC Network. I'm going to go with Vandy. ESPN News will have Western Kentucky at Indiana. I'm going to go with Indiana. 4 o'clock game, Wofford at Idaho on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Idaho. And you get this one, guys. Utah State at Washington on the Pac-12 Network. I'm going to go with Washington. 5 p.m. South Carolina and Georgia will be at Georgia on ESPN. I'm going to go with Georgia. Citadel will be at Georgia Southern on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Georgia Southern. And Forum will be at Central Florida on ESPN3.com. I'm sticking with Central Florida. The 6:30 p.m. games, Southern Mississippi at Texas State on ESPN3. I'm going to stick with Texas State. Murray State will be at Western Michigan on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Western Michigan. Missouri State will be at Arkansas State on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Arkansas State. Western Carolina will be at Tennessee on ESPNU. I think Tennessee bounces back. And Colorado will be at Colorado State on the CBS Sports Network. I would go with Colorado State. The SEC Network then has another game at 6:30 p.m. Florida at Kentucky. Mark Stoops. I think he finally gets one. Come on, Mark. Don't let me down, buddy. I'm taking Kentucky. 7 p.m. UTEP at New Mexico State on ESPN3. I'm sticking with New Mexico State. Maine at Toledo on ESPN3. I'm going to stick with Tulane. Pittsburgh at Iowa on the Big Ten Network. I'm sticking with Iowa. Stanford and will be at USC on ABC. I'm sticking with the Trojans. The Pac-12 Network will have San Jose State at Oregon State. I'm actually going with San Jose State in this ball game. And the 7:30 p.m. games, Wyoming will be at Washington State on the Pac-12 Network. I'm going with Washington State. 8:15 p.m. SEC will have Ole Miss at Alabama on ESPN. I'm going to stick with Alabama. And the final games of the night on ESPN, on TV at least, 9:30 p.m. BYU at UCLA on Fox Sports 1. I'm going with UCLA. And Utah at Fresno State. I'm taking Fresno State. Alright, guys. That's it. As I always say, don't take any of these picks to Vegas because I'm not guaranteeing wins. I'm just telling you who I think is going to win. And I'm not the smartest person on that, so just take that to mean what you will. Thanks for watching, everybody. My name is Harry James. You can find me on Twitter at SoonerFanOK or Facebook me, Harry James Taylor. I do also Periscope every once in a while at SoonerFanOK. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. Love you guys. I know you guys love me. Thanks a lot for watching, as I already said. And as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Enjoy your college football Saturdays. See y'all next week. I'm out.